One. Hi, everybody. Morning, evening, afternoon, wherever the world you happen to be. It's Crowell. It looks like it has a rich characters. You are Rock. Do you want to replace Gumpo? You want to play Vincent or Ariel? So if you have like a particular color scheme, join the blue one. Which one? What? Which one's the blue one? Oh, that's a blue one? Wow, they actually have like a pretty wide variety of colors there. Do you want to be a rock? Do you want to be a rock? Or do you want to be a rock? Smashiest of rocks? I think it's been a little while. I don't very frequently get teleporter on this ship. Oh, you mean crystal when you get the blue rock. Oh, that's not gonna happen. There's a really long quest to make that happen, and we're taking a free weapon. I mean, they're rock ancestors. Oh, so the data you carry, it's like vital to the remaining Federation fleet, so you need like supplies for your journey. Let's make sure to reach the end of the sector before the Rebel fleet, pursuing Rebel fleet catches up. That's it. That's it. That's the thing. Oh, also, don't forget to turn on cheats. I mean, tracker. Where's that at? Boop. Oh, I'm getting good at that. That's nice. Plenty of missiles, but no drone parts. It's true. Sit here for a second. Alright, save positions. What do we have? Well, those are dead ends, so that's pretty easy. I would like to find a store to sell rock plating, if possible. If possible. Ugh. If that's an Artemis, this is gross. Huh, interesting question. So I could take the $9. There's not a fight. So there's a chance of double rewards here. So the missile's in slot position 1, which means it could be the 2-powered weapon, could be Artemis. Have you ever had a run where you saw 0 stores? I mean, that's almost impossible. Like, if you could, like, choose not to visit stores, but to, like, not see them would almost be impossible. I know it's actually... There's a small chance that that Uncharted Nebulas can produce a no store in the sector. I mean, it's just kind of interesting, this idea. Like, $9, no fight, we just move on. Yeah, try to be hero. 50, 50, 50, 50. I didn't even pay attention to what their crew was, which kind of defeated the purpose. Well, that's the worst place for that to happen. Okay, so you fix, you fix. You're gonna fix as well, but... We did get a breach, so we might be able to crew kill here. But it's a rock and an NG. That's why I had to pay attention before it happened. So the only way we really be able to kill them... Challenge run? I don't... Yeah, there are sometimes... There's an in-game challenge of, like, you don't buy anything but repairs at stores. Like, that one does exist. Trying to run away, eh? You're not offering me another bribe? That's a shame. Hey now. Can't do that. That's illegal. They proceed to get 18 resists in a row. They get away. It's like, Murr. $7. Okay, well, that ended up being worth. Nice. Alright, yield, buffer point, and shields. Alright, Crow, pay actual attention to stuff. Beam drone? Okay. Interesting. No repair bot. Completely, totally safe fight. We can't do any training here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we could by depowering our weapons. That's true. Like, I can't speed hack it, though. Okay, I'm just gonna let the FTL charge all the way, and then... Or we can try shooting their drone out of the sky a couple times. Boom! Cool. Because, I mean, they have a medical unit. They can run, even though the fight is safe. Know your favorite ships to watch? I am not a fan of this ship. But hey, I mean, you can like what you want to like. That's totally fair. How long does this take? $15, so they could get the repair in time. Okay. So the reason I don't like this ship, it's a weapon ship that can't really deal damage through 2 shields. I mean, it's like, oh, well, you could start a firebomb in their shields. It burns down a little bit, enough to get through. Though you do get, like, the buffer point in weapons, and you have a lot of stuff to sell. So there are at least a few, like, interesting calls on how you play fights to try and get yourself a crew kill. I mean, do we just hit the store? We can go to stress then store. Still probably be able to hit every beacon. Instant regurg. Alright, so that's a mantis that's coming to help. Cool. Please give up. Thank you. Going between early firepower. Fire. I see what you did there. I mean, it does... Like, there's a little bit of interesting to it. Like I said, when you get into fights, and you have to make a call about, like, can you get away with a crew kill or not? But I don't know. I just find that a lot of people kind of overhype Firebomb. It's less now. In general, the skill level of the player base has just gone up, as it does over time, as it does with better information kind of comes out. So it's like fire meme is not what it used to be like 5-6 years ago. It's just like, dude, fires everything, fire all the time. It's like, no, I want weapons that actually do stuff. It can be useful to have fire. How much you can reach for crew kills here? It's fair. Alright, so the fire burns itself out, and then they go through to repair it, and maybe? Eventually? Or the O2 just burns down. Alright, cool. That also works. With no oxygen in the room, then they won't go for the repair. Slowest spreading fire ever. There have been times, there's like times where, you know, it's like where, you know, you get hit with a fire on your ship, you instantly vent it, it somehow spreads, and then burns down a system, and you're just like, I can't believe that happened. And then there's other times like fires got... I remember I made a bad call in a fight, like in an ion storm, but I tried to kill a crew with a firebomb, and it was like against Mantis, and they just like instantly put out the fire. Any info on the numbers behind fire spreads and door levels? I recall Mike having some stuff about that. I mean, because of course Mike would, but like there's numbers, and then there's like a range that exists, but oh, it's spreading here. That's how it fires out. I don't know. Like it's information you have that could be at your disposal. I wouldn't know how it would be applicable. Aww. Actually, it's kind of okay. Like if you get boarded with somebody, you can have somebody that actually moves to deal with it. Easy run? Ooh. Door system crew, mind control. Let's see, 40. So I'm one scrap short of 70. Neat. See, like, I just feel like this is the spot I get in a lot with this ship. Is just like, oh, I just sell everything. I sell the firebomb, and I sell the rock plating, and we buy charge 2. And so, like, all the crew killing and whatnot, you just throw that out the window, because it's just better to have realized scrap now and a weapon system to grow into. I think for this setup it is. When I was in, this was the ship we had in the tournament when I did my practice runs against Sleeping Dragons, and I picked up a flak 2, and that enabled me to slingshot past them. Wow, 1 scrap. See, that's why that human was bad, though. I didn't need a crew. As much as, like, if we got more money, then we could just buy it outright and not have to sell the firebomb. Barb. But, I mean, like, we totally do it. almost have enough to get another... Oh, there's another store. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's possible we visit it. I hate FTL so much. I hate FTL so much. It's so dumb. Good lord. Why do you get buffer points? Jeez. Okay. Gosh, that was moderately terrifying. Just the instant double fires. No, that's a pretty garbage offer. GG's. 15 missiles. I mean, that is one thing, right? Like, we have a bunch of missiles because it's inherently a missile ship, so then we get to trade them off as a resource. Now we can get to 2 shields. So that we're more safe in fights. See what happens. Go ahead. Leto. Gross. Hello. Hey, Fate. Really don't need you there. They don't have a shield bubble. How you be? They did not start multiple double fires in the systems. Must be your lucky day. Yarp. Luckiest. So we should have been doing what at the start of this fight? No. Because 2 damage to the weapons guaranteed that the missile went offline, while 1 damage, I wouldn't know what comes offline. But then afterwards, yeah, we could switch to the 1-shot. Well, I guess there's the argument that it would fire in 5 seconds, and maybe it takes the missile offline, and then that's better than the 2 damage one. That's an interesting call. Alright, I could yield that that could have been the correct play. Like, is it more likely you miss the 1-shot that deals the 2 damage, or 2 1-shots and its chance at, like, trying to land both of those is less, like, mathing it out? This is 10 and this would be 5. Scum? Eek. Parabot. Hey, Dig Dug. It's mostly just red, not so much green. Yeah, I should have known there was the chance of the repair bot being online and not hit the O2. That was sort of ill-advised. What? What? Oh, I just stick Gumpo in. Gumpo! You still want to move you around. Issues charge laser charge can be interrupted by a single letter. Also true. Man, FTL's fun. Like, it does try to be miserable and awful, but you can really have... like these really interesting breakdowns of a fight. I don't know. We hope the NG hops over, and then we can kill the NG. Oh, that loses all. Okay. No, they're not running. The NG's not boarding. Hey, Monty. Like, I understand that I shot the NG and it took a few points of damage, but why didn't it board? I'm so confused. Oh, you wish to be a rock, we can get you on board right now, I think. Yeah, you can be Gumpo. Well, Gumpo can be you, I suppose. Because it looked like they repaired that system pretty quickly. So they didn't take, like, excessive damage. They would have taken 30 points of damage? That's not... That's not the threshold. Huh. Okay. Yep. Alright, I have 52 bucks to go to a store. Plus we have long-range scanners we can sell. We could hit 65. We could find a flak. We could swap out the charge laser for something better. Okay, so thinky thunk time. We could go to the store. We do have 60 scrap buying power. But, like, swapping out the weapon, so it is a 3-powered weapon to get it online with the heavy. What an interesting call. Oh, except I also have, like, a million more jumps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I think we just go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I guess that's... Never mind, we just hit store. I guess... Yeah. Anything of interest? Absolutely not. We have fuel. 67. No. That would be neat. We're buying drone control on like all the runs. Plus we gotta have the defense drone and the arm. Is there any like... No, I guess we're just going. So the thinky thunk was like, okay, do I go to the store to find a swap out weapon, or is it better to just try and get scrap now? And thus try to like leverage up getting a weapon, because I already found a weapon, but I wasn't going to be able to buy it like hacking at the store. Oh, that's funny. But then it was like, oh, the routing doesn't matter. Okay, so I pushed too far ahead. We actually could have got this jump here. Mapping shenanigans. Okay, civilian sector, civilian sector. I guess. Insta store. Oh, come on. Why are you like this? Alright, 67 plus 15 does hit the 80 threshold, however. Why would you go to civilian sector when civilian sector is right there? Well, you know, you have to try and weigh all the potential outcomes and generation of sectors. And hey, wait a minute, it's the exact same thing! Ion Blast? Do I want the Ion Blast? There's also Teleporter. Non-Nebula. Long-term profits and scrap recovery arm the combo. Yeah, so what I'm looking at is ideally is, you know, we buy hacking and we have that like as a defensive tool. We don't really have a defensive tool yet. But we do have a weapon to get online. It's just that it's pretty expensive to get the weapon online. It's still 85 bucks to get this weapon. So this is a 150 scrap investment to get a second weapon online, which is, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So part of me is like, oh, we could buy the Ion, and it's kind of like an intermediary. But then it's me spending 30 bucks on something, like, what am I gonna do with it? Like, this sector, we should not need it unless we run into Zoltan Shields, and it's like, no, well, it would be better here. And you just sell it back for 15 scrap, right? Or we could sell long-range scanners and buy mind control, but we're about to hit a bunch of nebula jumps. And, like, we should get enough money that we can get 80 bucks the rest of the sector, but, you know, sometimes you don't get that. Let's just go. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty inclined to just stick with the weapons as is. This is, like, a pretty big... So, like, weapons, sometimes you are committed to them, and sometimes you shouldn't be committed to them. Okay, well, this is training time. Rushing weapons upgrade seems like the plan. Yeah, like we don't really have to do it now, and we still have one store plus potentially another store in the sector just to kind of see where we're at when we get there. It just doesn't feel like mind control is a particularly helpful asset this early on. Versus, like I say, getting the weapon online and then the reactor for it. We'll see. I mean, I can never, like, look, you can never bank on, like, a certain amount of scrap in a sector. It's... what was it? I had watched a player where they kept trying to bank on, okay, we'll get this much scrap from these jumps, and then everything was going to be okay. And they kept not getting that scrap, and then getting stuck in stores. And ended falling, like, really, really far behind. And so, like, yeah, like, on one hand, you shouldn't be super locked in on weapons, like... Say we never used the charge laser, but a better opportunity came along where it made sense. Depends. Like, it's okay that we lost out on money. We use this as... We bought a weapon because we needed a weapon, but if scrap an opportunity comes along that we don't actually have to use it, that's not in itself a problem. Like I said, it's 3 power. That's a lot. 3 power weapons are just... Whew. Sometimes they don't play well with others. You can, like, see that on, like, Zoltan A. Sometimes you kind of get stuck. Where... you can't find, like, a weapon that pairs. Stealth B is a really good example where it's, like, so expensive to try and get a, like, 2-powered weapon online. It's almost, like, prohibitive. Yoink. Scrap issues are solved. You can always want more scrap. But yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good sector 1. I'm not gonna pretend like we're in a bad spot. That's definitely not the case. Okay, so if I farm these beacons, does that preclude my ability to see a store or... Yeah, see, like, I don't think I take this beacon because I lose a jump and a half. I guess I just take that one. We could roll crew. We have 5. How much reactor do I have? 8 power, so just this and this. So really buying 1 reactor doesn't change anything. Maybe we can skip the beacon above. Alright, see what the beacons are below. Okay. So this fires first. And this one is protected, but this could be an Artemis. Yeah, and one of the reasons I kind of got rid of the remembrance, the tribute, was it felt bad sacrificing crew when it was like the right decision to make, and then having to make a video about like, here's a clip and here's a command. What was a really, really good decision that I feel like I had to make. Okay. Still kind of store hunting, so we take this beacon first, I guess. Oh, if only we had a firebomb. All right, so it's a Leto. Mantis and human. Yeah. Did I get a fire? Okay. Let's see what they repair first. We're gonna go to piloting though, so they have dodge. Okay, all right. Got a little bit of time. $12, $9. Pirates gone. You seen on the station. We appreciate what you've done, but there'll just be another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. No, 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 you actually don't have to worry about it. The rebels are coming through this, and you're just gonna get completely wiped out, I guess. Should we have told them that? Shouldn't we be, like, kind of warning them? Isn't that what's going on? Alright, well, that's the store. Okay, you go here, 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 and you're here. There's a weapon advisable here. Well, we kind of already have one because we have the Pierce weapon we can already swap to. So, I mean, there's a possibility, like, we eat a 2-damage missile to that, but then we also have a bunch of crew that could repair it, but we also have a lot of scrap floating, so... I think in this position, because like I said, I can deal 2 damage through a shield bubble anyways. And I already have a buffer in the weapons. Hear me out. We need to rocket them. Oh. I'm gonna actually save crew positions. It's gonna happen. Okay, so we're banking on store being over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a close. Again, could also be in this beacon down here that we didn't even get to see. Hi. Annoying. And jeez. Okay, send them to get healed. No new information, that's fine. Yeah, financially speaking, like, we're, you know, like, this was predominantly paid for with the augments the ship already started with. And so we had 50, 70. I mean, no, we've spent good money. A good chunk of money. 120 scrap. Safe fight. It feels a bit off to you to hold this much scrap. Yeah, I normally don't. Well, like everything, it's like, what do I need? I could just try and get this other weapon online. I don't feel like it's very necessary right now. Right? Yeah, that's true. We also have the drone to sell. So, because, okay. There's a certain level of necessity for every sector, and that's kind of how I play it. So if there are, like, and generally there's like that initial investment you put into a ship, and then that's the only investment, and then the rest of the money is to go to a store to get typically a weapon. Sometimes it's a crew, could be a teleporter, right? So there's that initial investment, and then that should hold you together for 2 sectors. There are a couple of exceptions to this for some of the weaker weapon ships, like Slug C, Kestrel C, and Federation A. The inability where you can like damage multiple systems and ships running away, I am more inclined to try and get a weapon online in those ships. But like I said, here we have a weapon with a buffer point that deals 2 damage through a single shield bubble. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, we just get everything. Guess we won't see you coming. I mean, right, but, you know, the heavy stops them from running, right? And it has high chances of, like, breaches and fires, which slows them down, like, even more so. Hey, Raka. We have money. We bought a weapon. We sold everything to buy the weapon. We're not totally sure if we're gonna see a store here or not. Wait, did I just get to see all the beacons and we're not getting a store? So, if I'm not super concerned about the, like, enemies inherently being able to run away, and again, it's harder for them to take our weapon offline because we have a buffer. But yeah, you could go like, you have so much money. But like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. That just feels like such a massive investment. Even in the early sector. Actually, it'd probably have to be this. And that feels like way too limiting when I get to a store. Just sector 2. No. I'm gonna throw my crew around at giant alien spiders. And again, we missed a jump in sector 1, and we're gonna probably miss another jump here. It's like we were, gosh, with the other run with the NG ship where we bought the Burst 2. And we had this conversation about like, oh, like weapon upgrades and getting weapons online. And I was predominantly of a mindset that we already had a buffer point in the weapons, plus we had the 2 shields, so like their capabilities of running away was lessened because we could just, you know, like they can't take the weapon offline. It's much, much harder for them to take the weapon offline after we get the buffer point, and we already had the 2 shields, and it's just like, all right, well, I don't really want to do like more investment here. And we're in the same situation. I have 2 shields and I have a buffer point in my weapon. If this was like a 2-power weapon, yeah. I think if this was a 2-powered weapon, I would have gotten it online. I think the 3 is a lot, but then we've made a considerable amount of scrap in this sector. We're like plus 50. We're like plus 60 scrap this sector, and we were pretty much on point in sector 1 for averages. Okay, so let's see. Drone control with wrong drone, mind control. Probably buy that though. Okay, so we go into next sector. So like, see, because now I have like the scrap in trying to determine what it is that I want to do at the store with as much resources available and making that choice. Without, I feel, if I thought ships could potentially like truly run away from me, I would have acted differently. Like, Zoltan ships are, you know, they're only gonna have like the 2 crew, and it's really tough to stop this once it starts going. Am I gonna buy drones again? If it's Sector 1 and you get like a flak quad in Fed A, I might upgrade. Yeah, like I said, like Fed A, or if you find like a heavy laser or an ion weapon, right, then you can just be like, oh, like I'm gonna do this or that, and that being like really cool. Because like I said, you're concerned about, you don't really have the ability to stop ships from running in the same way. Like Fed A has that as well. Yeah, Fed A, Kestrel C, where you know, you have to like hit every single shot to deal 1 damage to them. Like, ugh. Or in this one, it's just like, boom, 2 damage every 10 seconds, which is really fast. Faster now that we have training. And then it has that breach chance and that fire chance, which is just which is incredibly disruptive. Unfortunately, it's an offensive drone. Kind of unfortunately, but I'm probably going that. So I have soured on mind control. Not that it's bad, but like, okay, do I need anti-boarding help? No. Clearly not. We're totally fine in dealing with the borders, and so I do have line of sight to try and help shots land. But, like, we get the defense control, so we're protected from missiles like this. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've become, like, more and more a fan of defense control, like DD1, just giving you options against, like, hacking, against boarding bots, which are really, really annoying, against missiles. And then we still have enough money to go ahead and get weapons 5. And so it buys time for them to, like, not snipe our weapons unless they have, like, a bomb or something. And we have, like, a pretty clean pathway forward versus, I think a lot of players would just go battery mind control and then try and find hacking. I mean, I could still... Do I need to sell this? Again, what does this look like? Okay, so we sell this. We buy battery for that power that I'm going to need. And then we're just floating 20 bucks to get another power online, but we can hold out now until we get to the next sector and see if we run into a store. Yeah, see, here's the thing. I totally don't feel bad about this. I think a lot of it, there's been a couple runs where I've swapped off to, like, getting the defense drone early. And in runs, it, like, saved a run. Like, we would have been dead. Like, several times over, I would have been dead. In other runs, even when it didn't really do much, it felt like there was a lot of security in the really disgusting fights where it has, like, missiles, where I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm safe and I have an option. Like, mind control can kind of help land shots and has some crew killing capabilities, but if I'm against a missile, this is like such a knockout. And then, you know, later on, I know we just sold the drone, but it's like, oh, we have a way to help, like, get through Zoltan's shield, so it has, like, an offensive and defensive component that I really appreciate. Yeah, I totally could have hopped on another jump, like, down here. Or no, we could have taken these 2 beacons here. I skipped them because I didn't think I'd be able to see all the beacons. I could have done 2 repairs, that's true. They tried so hard. There was an interesting conversation that happened a couple months ago. I think it was on the Reddit about like repairs. And Mike's like, yeah, Crow's the only one that kind of sits at like 22. I was like, I sometimes over repair. I sometimes do more. We had a run relatively recently where I ended up getting like 3 of them. Mantis are rock controlled. I mean, it's force green. This does have 2 stores. We're pretty immune to mine event just because I have so many crews and so much replacements. I think I'd rather favor the 2 stores. 2 green options later. Asteroid. Get 2 back up. I guess with the power, the reactor makes sense to be able to run the defense drone. But the music as well. Do I want the asteroid field for more money, or do I just start hunting for stores? I guess I only see that beacon really if I go here. I won't see it later, but 1, 2, 3, 3. I still be able to see that one. Ooh. I should have been able to sneak a shot in there. I didn't pay attention. Good fight. Okay, 46. Plus 15. Rock asteroid is usually a rock ship for what I've noticed. Mantis asteroids is basically an auto scout. Not asteroids are created equal. Yeah. I mean, of course, I'm one who shuns long-range scanners, so that information isn't often relevant because I just don't have access to it. To be like, oh, this is going to be like an asteroid field. Stored with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. 2 aliens face off in another vid screen. Cave-dwelling Pebble Man yells the furious captain. See, I paint my ship with your companions. I'll paint my ship with you. Oh. I feel comfy. No, like I said, this is a really good example of like, well, if you had hacking, I know I don't, but if you had hacking, aren't the drones fighting? Like, because this drone negates a weapon, we're just pretty safe. $35. So long range scanners means now I could buy hacking. Okay. If I didn't have long range scanners, I wouldn't know that fight was there, or would I have made a different choice? Interesting, interesting. All right, we gotta run ads. Gotta get rid of those pre-rolls. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I will see you on the other side of 3 minutes, so feel free to get up, stretch, do whatever you need to do. Church is hype. It feels pretty hype. I'm thinking about it. Thanks again for everyone hanging out. See ya. Back in a minute. Oh, it's true. I could just get rid of long-range scanners. Sweet. And then I have endgame weapon loadout? That's pretty tempting. Scrolling to the actual stats page. Value, Ragagag. Oh, you can be a human. That's all I got for you. Or just annihilate sectors 3 or 4. Yeah. I mean, having 3 weapons is like pretty solid. Would you believe? Would you believe that having 3 weapons is just pretty solid? So, welcome back everybody. If there is another rock store here, there's no guarantee it's gonna have like hacking. Seven shots for 5 power, and clear very defensive road towards the engine help straight. Yeah, like we have a just kind of need hacking position, which is pretty nice. We also could just, like, let's say we have one of those scenarios where we don't get hacking with a defensive drone and we get like cloaking instead. That also feels pretty solid. I also can buy a little bit of fuel. And we even got a buffer point in our weapons. It's so good. gonna make no money the rest of the way. Yes! Ah! Ah! Okay, alright. Just the one? Oh, there's an argument if I could have got the charge laser to try and, like, slip in the shot, but... Gross. Probably still try to take some weapons offline. Try. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Cool. Okay, it is always a pain to hit to the heart to sell long-range scanners, besides sacrifices must be made. I don't know, it felt amazing doing it. We got value out of it. We're better now than we were. That's a good place. Long-range scanner should be proud of that. No, they got a breach, maybe. A little late. Like I said, it's all about what do I need? When do I need it? And long-range scanners is like never that plan. It's harder to win runs without weapons than it is to win without long-range scanners. Speaking of weapons, I mean, weapon adjacent. Hello, farm. How's it going? Do I buy a reactor? It's funny how, like, switching from 3 power weapon to a 2 power weapon, I'm like, man, do I have enough power? Sure, it's fine. Doing all right so far. Doing all right so far. All right, what's my buying power at a store? 30, 35, 55, 60, 70. I mean, I guess, yeah, we keep open the possibility of hacking. Hailing versus the licorice of FTL. What? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Pesky Lania sectors. Oh. Was drone control a misclick? We had to talk about drone control. It's a fruitcake. No, okay, that makes way more sense. Oh, just never miss also is like really good. I don't know why nobody else thought about that. Do you feel like DC more than humans do? Okay. Yeah, like I said, we had to talk about it. Like, you know, mind control gets like a bunch of love, but like look at it this way. Okay, here's a couple of little things for your minds. All right. So element 1 is just like mind control by itself really struggles to do anything. It definitely needs support from other things where like you see the power of cloaking. Again, cloaking doesn't win fights, but like as a defensive measure, it's really powerful. Hacking has a ton of flexibility with it, and yeah, you still need like weapons or teleporter to really like engage with it, but like mind control by itself, while its greatest strength is that level 1 mind control is basically as good as level 3 mind control. Like it does 98% of really what you want it to do, and then you're just kind of like done with it. But like early on, it's kind of a trap because it's not, like I said, it's not a defensive tool and it's not an offensive tool. Like drone control can give you some limited offense, but real defensive capabilities. Hacking gives you real defensive capabilities. And cloaking also is like considered a bit of a trap really early on. So I think of like early system buys, hacking is the obvious first choice, but I honestly think that at this point, drone control should be like the second, unless you know you just have so much money you can spend 150 scrap on cloaking. But that's generally like not your plan, is buying cloaking in sector 2 or even sector 3 really. It's generally like maybe a sector 4 purchase. Again, results vary depending on that, but it's just like, oh man, I have something like what drone control can do. What is everything you hate in FTL? All right, you know what I hate in FTL? Missiles. Cool, drone control's got an answer. You know what I hate? Enemy drones are so annoying. Oh, cool. Anti-drone, we have an answer for that. I really hate Zoltan shields. Cool, drones, again, has an answer to it. It's all very niche and spotty. You know, and of course you need the drones to actually support it, but it has a toolbox that deals with like every single thing that you openly despise in FTL when the enemies have it. Don't you know that drone control is bad? Don't let Billy One Kirby hear you say that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I do have this really great clip of Billy One Kirby when he was speed running the Zoltan A, and it was just like, I love you, Steven. Even if nobody else does, I still love you. And I go, hey, would you use you gonna buy Steven on this speed run? He's like, fuck no, that ain't happening. Not a chance. So maybe he's not a real believer. All right, so distress store, then let's go. Also, if I had mapped sectors, we could have had even more money. I will lead you to your destination, assuming it's not in... Oh, okay, well... How do you... It's 1 jump away! How are you lost? That's a direct quote. Doesn't count. Now I'm gonna look for it. It's just that it takes... Oh, it only has a... How can I not just search for... Search by title or category? Do I have it? No, no. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. I think this is it. We're doing this. All right.
I love you, Steven. Even if everybody else hates you, I love you, Steven. I know you're awesome deep down inside. I understand. Fucking nobody loves Steven. I just want Steven to have some love. Hey, we got a Rockman. Alright. You buy Steven for a speed run? No, fuck that. Absolutely not.
No hesitation. Just none. Just. I feel like I've only heard you say it once. Text a few more. Yeah. Why did you mention that? Well, Billy was doing his old A-Rise. I thought at the time that instead of going for one shot of flagship, aim for 2 hovers and 2 phase 3 overshield. I am so, like, I'll get drones and then I just, like, keep forgetting, like, that I can use them in between shots after, like, shield suppression. Let's store his... Do we buy teleporter? No, I don't need teleporter. I don't need teleporter. Not an exact quote. That's true. It was not an exact quote. There was paraphrasing. Yeah, no, I honestly, I tend not to even swear that much in real life. It's like just kind of like bled in between the two. Unless I'm driving. Like, driving is pretty bad. Like, I just have like that, like, instant react. But it's, there's not like a filtration process that happens. Just, it's not like, son of a biscuit. Like, it's just, like, it just doesn't register that I should use something. Seem bad here outside of the system slots being limited. Yeah, I mean, we get the teleporter here. We board with rock, but do I need it is the question. I'm almost tempted to just sell this and buy the burst laser. And then that's like a 6 power offense. Going into Sector 4, I'd kind of rather maybe just get 3 shields online. 3 shields in a reactor. Gesturing towards the door. It was in the vicinity. Hi. I'm thinking 3rd shield for next sector. Yeah. Unless like early store by hacking. Well, yeah, I mean, we have this jump, then we have the exit, so. It's McQueeb! Hi, McQueeb, how you doing? How's Christmas? You know, I like that you've taken on Christmas, because, you know, people always accuse Christmas of like, oh, like, it's December, and then it now starts after Thanksgiving, but nobody turns a singular holiday event into a month-long festivity like McQueeb. It's my birth month. What? Hope you're doing well. Well, you always want enough money to buy hacking, but there's always first you have Sector 3 or 4 that can end a run. Sector 3... Rack is a big proponent about Sector 3 being, like, underappreciated for how much it can just wreck you. But yeah, like, Sector 4 is Oh, sure, we can do this. Right, well, I took Britnoth's comment to be like, that's the next progression, not immediately to do it right now. You supposed to see someone else when those March, oh, March through August. Right, right. Okay. The burst season. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see the sector. Ion intruder? Hi, Ion intruder. Gross. So I am about to run out of power, which is kind of an ish. Good? We're good. Oh, nice. And they got the human doing repairs instead of this, which has 2 times repair speed. Yeah, I knew you would try to run at some point. Oh, that's an interesting swap. I don't think so. Imagine just not having to deal with an ion intruder. It's kind of nice. Less nice. Far less nice. Hey. He's here. Shields. Here he is. Yeah. It's uncomfortable trying to mess around in these sectors, and I also don't have doors result in border police. So, like, we can kind of overinvest in our ship, as I tend to do in Zoltan sectors, because they can just be gross. Gosh, they can be so gross. Particularly, like, Sector 4, because they're just going to be, like, 3 shielded ship monstrosities. Alright, we just take it easy. Take it 1 jump at a time. It's all in control of bad choices, yeah. Okay, well, I need the missile. I can't even, like, run at the start. Okay, that's pretty good. Any worse than Ruppy? Yeah, so, like, they just drained the one room. I mean, even though we have, like, this level 2, that you need to open up multiple interior doors to, mitigate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It's nice that they opted not to run away. Okay, that was fun. 2 Lanius, yeah, once you hit the sectors 5 and 6 when they show up, or if you accidentally decide to shoot them in their teleporter. Well, that seemed like a pretty good case to get at least 1 reactor. Yeah, so we're just kind of turtled up. And I guess I really have to think about, like, just targeting shields to bring them in line so I can try shooting them down. That's not the most comfortable position to be in. Oh, that's true. Could have been pirate ones, yeah. No problems. Oh, man. Like, again, this is nice because, like, it's shown its value several times against, like, missile ships and just making fights safe. Minus, you know, it missing. Do I upgrade engines? Said and then immediately upgraded engines. It's true. No, it's only a stun bomb. My non-existent doors. No. Just need ions. Better not get a stun bomb. Man, there's actually, it seems like there's been like a stretch of runs where I just don't get hacking for long periods of time. Like, this is another reason I don't like this ship, is because, like, it just, the door system clutters up the shops even more so. It's not as bad as, like, yeah, okay. 25 bucks. Have like 50 scrap. That's not enough for anything. Probably take these 2 jumps and then backtrack to the store. Chain ion. Ugh. Charge ion though. best ion weapon. Good old charge ion. 2 power, tons of ion stacking by firing 3 shots at once. So good. Yep. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. Just taking their study? Yeah. Alright, 43 bucks. I mean... Again, not hurting for money, but we go shields 3 because we don't have hacking and we don't have cloaking. It's just Sultan ships, there's so much time where we're just not hurting them because we have to get through the Sultan shield first. Oh, maybe there's a case to be made that I just power the 5 shots instead of the heavy pierce. So it's 7 projectiles. I'll have to think about that. I mean, it is going through one. Like when you just definitely need 1 shot to hit. Boo! Boo! I guess it's also technically a faster volley. Please no? I decided to put your battery power. Why would you do that? Oh, GG's. Okay, fight's over. That's nice. Love it when fights are just over. So this breached. Can't repair. Come on, I only need 1 of these 2 shots to hit, and then the heavy pierce to hit. It's okay to have 33% evasion as long as it's not that shot. Come on. Hey, there we go. You got it. Alright, well, whatever. Hacking is kind of the great unequalizer. It catapults your ship so much. Kind of funny how Defense Row trivializes the run. Honestly, Eagle Fight was remotely threatening. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know. Yeah. We must see. Salt shield bypass doors cloaking. Yeah, neat. Thanks. Gotta go to the other store. Do I buy? Okay, so there's no other stores left in the sector. There's none. Kind of like picking up the small bomb here. Just small bomb and fuel, maybe a reactor, and then just we play out the rest of the sector. Just whatever it is what it is. Like, that's a pretty comfy weapon loadout. Not gonna, I don't feel bad about that. It's just peeking in the corner. No. The one repair. I'll do 2. I kind of want to be able to get an extra reactor in case we hit an ion storm. Okay. Why buy mind control when you can just have small bomb? Because small bomb can miss. Shh. Shh. Blasphemous. Have a few jumps to try and farm up enough money for next sector. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't do that event. No, nope. If I had hacking, maybe, but no. Those weapons kind of time really well. Okay. This is carrying the fuel over half powered. Like, I mean, I do have small bomb, so, you know, I have the capability of crew killing it to make it not total garbage, but I didn't pay attention if the border actually died or not. Oh, that's on fire. Okay. Oh, they had 2 shields. No. No. Stop it. I was like, oh, I got this. I did not have that. Are they just always going to be doing double repairs? Wow! Did you see how fast they left that med bay? Oh my gosh, that's got to be level 3. Give it to me. Come on. Come on. I don't know if it was actually worth. Well, it works against them. Like, at level 1, I have to at some point interact with it if they get stuck in there. But because they'll heal to full, then they'll leave the med bay and actually go do repairs. But then, once the ship runs out of oxygen, they will not run back to the med bay, even though it can heal them through the lack of oxygen. Identifies you as hostile. Rude. Totally safe fight. Amazing. Whoops. But yeah, like, we haven't had, like, any spooky fights. We've had money. Oh, I forgot that I swapped them and I just wasted a bomb. The only thing really was just, like I said, we were one scrap short in that store, so we had to sell the firebomb to get the charge 2. You're hiding from the Zoltan border Oh. Oh, that is not okay. Why are you hiding from the Zoltan border police? Okay. Okay. Another reason I just love small bomb. It's just like doesn't even matter how many shields they have, you get to hurt them. Like, even if we didn't get through at all with our volley, we'd still just be able to do 2 damage. Cool. Alright. Well, that was fun. Jesus. Small bomb, double burst laser 2, mini beam. Yeah, that's a pretty good weapon loadout. It's pretty good. Level 2 cloak. Yeah, like that was by far like the spookiest fight that we've seen. Yeesh. Okay, again, missed another jump this sector. It's so funny. That's fine. Gosh, I kind of want to go to NG's. Like, I don't want fights. I just want hacking. No, I guess not. Come to think of it, I don't recall the AI ever taking a 2-power weapons. Okay. Am I just keeping those weapons the rest of the run? Probably. I have to remember I don't have, like, cloaking yet, but... That's GG's. I mean, I don't have cloaking. We do have endgame weapons, which is nice. We do have endgame crew. We could potentially be in a position to win because we do have like this and that. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Again, we just had so much money. But for the most part, we've been safe. So, no complaints in that regard. I should probably shoot them, I guess. Desync their weapons. Yeah, let's let them go back. Hey, surges don't screw around. Like, we kill you in an instant weapons. Like, that I don't have. So we're going to probably see like, if we get nothing else, we see second surge. And, like, that gives it. But, again, we have a lot of time. We just got to Sector 5. As much as I would have liked to have seen hacking earlier, we have it now. Go. Okay, we killed the Zoltan. Really would like to start a fire. That would be great. Breaches. Not really what I wanted, but... Oh, okay, the resistance is kind of cool. And then you go and start a fire. Bad, small bomb. Bad. I had a plan. I was gonna bring it back up to level 3. Can I just shoot you to death? No, apparently not. Patch me up before you go. Four shots, combat 2. Only 2 shields. I think we delay their weapons. Buy some times for my weapons. Okay. Well, I guess there's the theory it took a 2-power weapon down versus 2 1-power weapons. Okay, about not needing cloaking. There's always that 20 damage surge out there somewhere. Poor Raka. Well, the other thing is if there was the run where it was the NGA where like I breached their 3 weapon systems and cloaked like the first 2 surges, and then on surge 3 I cloaked just the tail end of it to stop it from doing a total of 8 damage, but it still dealt me like 5. And that was like no weapon support, and it still dealt me 5 points of damage through 5 engines, 4 shields. Okay. I thought, like, okay, maybe because phase 1 we had the weapon hack and like just every breach bomb missed. Well, I shouldn't say every breach bomb, like 50% of my breach bombs missed, and I just was not able to get crew kills. And I was just like, well, I have cloak. We'll buy some time, and then the surge just was like, hi. Watch me do a silly amount of damage. Map. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jumps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I don't think he does it quite right. Five, 6, 7. Okay. Something, something. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3.5. We're gonna eventually math this correctly. Alright, that's 1 for 1. 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have another half in there. It's whether I can take this jump or not. Oh well, I've been shorting it the whole time. Let's continue. Attack the pirate. Do you believe I'm gonna hack your weapon? weapons? Yes. Drone control, that's so rude. Also actually not in there, and please go back to weapons. That's not how that works, Crow. Okay, it's a little funny. Oh, I'm gonna try for a true kill. We'll just. Oh, they're in my piloting. Neat. You can go. Move. Oh, because the human is there. All right, yeah. Sure. Sure. We can do that. Okay, one shot in the beam. Is they sending anything to board? They're not. Do I just hack weapons and crush weapons? The only thing scary about this is that they could just bring like really just like a Combat 2 online, and they're just like, surprise! They do have a repair bot. Okay. Repair bot is not as big of an issue. Just in case they had something really disgusting lying in wait. I had that happen. There was just like a fight against, you know, one of these. I think it was like an auto ship though, and it had like a 2-power drone, and then it was just like, oh, I got hit. I guess I'll bring out a Combat 2, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is so much worse than like some annoying beam drum that it had. It's like, oh, this is a drastic changing of events. I don't think so. Okay. Fine. We have a little too oxygen, it all comes back online very quickly. Because the thing about Sector 4, though, is like you generally can get, like, you know, 200 or so scrap. Normally you're not dropping down to just, like, absolutely zero scrap. But with upgrades, like, you'll have something that you can also potentially sell. So it's like, alright, I'm just, like, 2-3 jumps away from that 80 scrap threshold. Okay. That probably is not a good idea when I'm trying to put out a fire. That might not be the wisest recourse. Maybe, perhaps. Perchance. Oh, I should have measured and see if I could have taken that jump. That was silly. Okay, we're actually safe. Yeah, because I took that, and there's just like another jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 2 jumps. I probably can even take that and burn a jump at this point. Attack the Slaver Scum. I mean, do I just defense drone? I think so. Oh, I know, Twitch. Too late. Alright. It's gonna be running an ad, so we'll take a step away for 3 minutes while it does so. Get rid of those pre-rolls. And, I don't know, whatever you need to do to take 3 minutes away from this excitement of predominantly a one run. So yeah, see you on the other side. Yubby. And then I come back like a minute early. Like I said, I'm going to like burn. I think we've wasted a jump almost every sector at this point. It's probably not going to matter. So, I guess all I'm really looking for, cloaking is like the big get. And then something in a beam, whether it's like a beam drone or just like a beam weapon would be really nice. Gotta finish out. Let's just get through the flagship as quickly as possible. Yeah. I mean, we also have hit a pretty... Go back. We did a pretty good high amount of nebula, but still. 1, 2. Yeah, way ahead. Like, I should have just taken that jump. It feels like I've had to, like, really call... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would be a dive at this point. So I could have taken that jump, and that would have been able to take that. But we also, you know, we picked up the long-range scanners kind of early. Got a little bit of extra value out of that. I keep trying to sell me that. That's funny. We could have like just like we could essentially swap this for the burst, swap this for a heavy laser, nab the reloader. That would give us like a really quick weapon volley, and also it would reduce our power consumption by a considerable amount. So we'd have 5 regular shots, pierce, and the small bomb. Am I good with that? Guess so. Keep the eye on for, well, potentially for, I guess, the final phase. Alright. Did not find cloaking. Did not find beam weapon. Number 1. I mean, at some point, maybe FTL is actually going to be nice to me. Maybe. Has to. Sometimes you actually have to get above average runs, you know? That's not how you shoot your weapons, Crow. That's not how you shoot your weapons. No. Just kill him. Kill him and move on. Next sector. Zoldan homeworlds or Uncharted Nebula? How do I feel about Zoltans? I don't love it. I really would like to find cloaking. I would like it more if I had gotten another weapon online. Well, takes our chances. 1, 2, 4, 5. There we go. I got Uncharted here. Plenty of scrap already. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I need a store versus just like Shields 4 and get another weapon online. Still want the other weapon online. Attack. Ugh. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Nope. Hey, Frank, how's it going? Still on that, PB streak of yours? It's at 69 last I checked. Store? Hmm. I guess. Why? Why? Why do you do this to me? I'm out of town on holidays, visit some relatives. Nice. Nice. Hope that's an enjoyable experience. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Nice. Shout out. Frank FC. Frank is another FTL player, also does a little bit of Dr. Mario from time to time, and is currently on a 69 win streak in no pause, no less. I'm kind of tempted to take the combat drone. I'm also kind of tempted to take the anti-drone. Puts in the work. Like, I do not play enough. I don't just sit down and play like 5-6 runs a week. I just don't have the mentality to do that anymore, I don't think. And then, I mean, also, like, winning at that level. That's, like, another key component. Then there's the actual winning. That's also kind of important. I guess. Oh, that's good stuff. Gosh, do I go out to the teleporter to leave them stuck on my ship? Probably too slow. No, it wasn't too slow. It was just they dodged it. Okay, fun. It's kind of funny. Some people like negatively react to like better FTL players. I'm always excited. I just like, oh, like I get to see somebody who does like the game exceedingly well, and I get to learn from them. I get to watch somebody like, you know, oh, okay, that was like a cool thing that I could do, and I didn't have to experience the horrors of the event myself. Slugs there, man. If you just had repair gel instead of that pheromones. Okay, we have to let them fight through the door. Also, honestly feels like I'm gonna have to try and small bomb them at some point. Mantis friend. Okay, cool, cool. The old repair mantis. Sure. See if these are stores. I wish I got a weapon online. Shoulda. Go, Steven! Yeah, okay. Sure. That repair training going, yeah. Look at that skill. Let's get that last weapon online then. Five shots plus 4 damage. Sounds good. No, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to reject your offer there. Okay, so we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't even think I have enough jumps. I don't know. I also didn't really commit to that. Intruder's on board. I'll fix you. Oh, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more serious. Just because there's a mantis. Jump! Well, we have long-range scanners. Okay, defense turn doesn't help here. Mantis attacking my battery. About to say, I better win that one. They were partially weakened by... Oh, okay. Oh, I misclicked. So is the NG going to repair the clone bay? I don't know where the NG is. NG's in piloting instead of repairing the clone bay? So once you repair this, it can't, so it doesn't even bother trying to fix this. Well, that's crew killing potential. Phase 1 solved. No. Yeah, no, I guess I never really interpreted it, and that's not to say that I'm right, that they go, I have to fix O2, but I can't fix O2, and so that they don't go fix Clone Bay. I would figure that would be the next priority, is that they would just repair it, but if it can't do what it wants to do, I don't know. There won't be a next time. Open fear. Whoa. Okay. That's some dodges. Hey, there we go. Also, the going. Right, there is a breach. It comes to assist. That's normal. You know. All right, 2 shots and a heavy laser. Knife. Even
10
void.
months. Almost to a year of subbing.
It
Kroer
is.
ka.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Murder Most Foul. Thank you for your support. I mean, those guys gone, right? Yeah. Definitely prefer the slug. Too kind. Hope you are well. Also low on fuel. Low-ish, mid, I know. To me, 8 fuel is low. There's other players who are like, oh, it's so much. One, two, three. So I could taking 2 jumps over here, more so. Now I just attack. Just kidding. I don't have to attack. Oh. That's a lot of ions. Okay, this repair's still happening, but my volley is faster. Do I want shields? 15% evasion, and they got how many dodges? Okay. Should have used the small ball. I'm lucky I got there in time just because I was not paying attention to. But I had ought to have done that sooner. Bye, Zoltan. Alright. Just beat this stuff because we have Sleeping Dragons would be proud. We have the automated reloader. Okay, we got a map. I don't know, maybe I should have taken that fuel. It was 2. Let's look in sensors. It's fine. Okay, another one jumper. Abandoned sectors like homeworld. Oh, jeez. I don't know which one are we gonna. Okay, well, we already have level 2 oxygen, which normally isn't the thing. That's slightly interesting, so maybe we could do double volleys off of evasion hacks. Nebula. And then I still potentially have a thing to sell. Oh, I've had the battery charger, too. I'd forgotten about that. In totality. Okay. I didn't need to do a level 3 hack because I was going to destroy their weapon or their piloting. But whatever. I think y'all are cooked. Okay. I saw that beacon. Do I take that, burn a jump, come back? So many beacons to see. Again, we've been early every single time, but now, like, the layout, I actually have, like, a bunch of extra jumps, like, around the exit to, like, hedge bets. Of course, technically now that is burning a jump. Okay, that's fine. Really? Why? And if I didn't have to skip it, then I could have farmed everything up there. If I took this jump, then I was gonna have to take this one anyways. I'm trying to think if I just grab the system, like, which is, it's mind control? Is that good enough? Take mind control just in case the other store just doesn't even have a system, and I'd rather have a system than no system, and then we just go shields. And it's like completely worthless in this sector. All right, we're committed. Okay, we do that. Oh, I can jump whenever. Okay, that's good. So we don't get to be 100% safe. We do have relatively efficient weapons, though. There we go. $36. Store. I mean, okay, am I routing to just avoid the store? I have plenty of things we could sell. But essentially, I'd just be looking for what? I think I just go for money. There's no thing that's nice about grabbing the mind control there. do have mind control. Okay. Let's go. Oh, you kind of swapped your weapons there. I eventually noticed. Okay. Should we have shields 4 now? Hail them. Sure. You okay? Do I hack here? Let's stop for a second. Why did we take that trade? Are we not likely to run out of door parts at the field at this stage? It's true. I foresaw there just being a lot of jumps ahead and then the possible trade-off for it versus like one drone part. I still figure I'm only using like one drone part for fights. Okay. Maybe I should have just redeployed Steven. Oh. I took the missile offline. Oh, no, maybe. We don't really have that many shots. I mean, it is 3 shields against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. Like, okay. Because 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I guess I go 1, 2, 3. Oh, do I go this way and dive back twice? That seems dangerous. Barp. Okay, 2 shots, 4 shields. We're okay first volley. So take chances at first volley, see what happens. Come on, don't make me use a drone part. Do I just go 1, 2, 3, then dive? 2, 3. I guess that's routing, because that's a dead jump anyways. What else do I need for this run? Do I need another weapon? I should at least get engines 4. We don't have cloaking, so I need that at some point. This probably is going to need a buffer as well. I got to for everything. Yeah, like I said, at least engines 4 is a bare minimum there, because I don't have cloaking. I need the piloting buffer, and we're gonna probably running the defense drone like a lot. Oh, nice. In a small way, this flagship will be easier just because mind control will have value. Well, until we, like, crew kill everybody. 43. Third time for this event. Because it's like repair, augment. No, it's just a reactor and a little bit of money. I think I'd rather just. I mean, am I using small bombs? I guess the idea is to get fire beam online. And then small bombs matter a little bit less. I don't think it has quite the value. Okay, Artemis in a breach. Double drone fight. I mean, I could eat 2 damage. I can't even guarantee that I'm taking any of their weapons offline with a hack, even if it's 2. Does using 5 small bombs for crew kills give more money? Oh, are you saying, like, if I go for a crew kill using those 5 small bombs instead, on the way to the flagship would be more money than, like, potentially what they give? Like, the repair is worth nothing because we're going to get that anyways. The reactor is actually probably better value because it's like, what, 30 bucks? But, I mean, we could just get, like, a human and then low scrap rewards with crew kills. I'm not super inclined to even go for them until we get to, like... But again, we have, like, the fire beam as a backup. It's just a question of, like, am I going to have the ability to get this online? Four, 5... Yeah, it's double. There's a reason I did it that way, game. Fully mapped a sector! Hooray! We did it! We did it! Let's see. Wow, did the perfect timing. Okay. Well, we dodged. I mean, there's no real value staying here. It's just time consuming. You arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access code gets you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" You explain your mission. It's the same mission that it's always been every time we go over this. How do you keep forgetting? Your explanation is met with murmurs. The cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Churchill of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk small or save none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet. It is the small rebel flagship. Small Tully responds, "It's settled. The small rebels will be here in a matter of small moments. We'll do what we can to hold off their small warships, but you must succeed in destroying the small flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs of fuel, and other small repair stations can provide aid as well. Small luck. I'm Santa. Bow down before my jolly boots of doom." Store. Small. Shoot, this is another double drones fight. I should be charging the engine, there's no reason not to. Now I want them off so I don't dodge into Stephen being hit. Sorry. Mouse? Hello? Cool. It's actually a safe fight. It's kind of funny. Get him! Sometimes that was comfortably kind. It's kind of been a weird run, just like... There's been, it feels like, a couple runs where, like, I get drone control, like, far more in the last couple runs than I would, like in 100 runs, I would buy, like, it, you know, maybe twice, and I bought it like, 3 times in the last 20 or something, and then just, like, the Mantis A run, which took until Sector 6 for me to find hacking, and then we didn't get cloaking this one. There was another run where I didn't, like, get the complete loadout. Like, it's just seems to be happening more frequently. Uh... 'Fortuitous. When would we rather not get crew kills? So... If I don't need crew, which I don't, and I don't have a sword to sell stuff at, crew kills kind of lose a little bit of value, right? I don't know, like that was an outpost. I don't know if the... I figured it was just going to be double rewards, and it's high. It was just going to be double rewards anyways. But if you like see ships in the background, then like you get medium scrap rewards if you get a crew kill versus low scrap. So like in that regard, then you do want crew kills. I'm not super making conscious decisions, like really weighing those consequences as much as I should be. That's like a lot. Accept. So there's honestly some interesting cases where it's like maybe I don't want to risk getting low scrap in a crew here when I just need money. When does that kick in? It's just very run dependent. Okay. So if I'm hacking shields, but I don't have cloaking, right? So if they hack my hacking, that's like just really, really bad. Feels kind of wrong because it's just so good at putting fires out, but I might need shots to set up the fire beam. Oh, I have the slug. Okay, maybe keep it in the repair station will be okay. This is it, the small rebel flagship. If you're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. Alright. What are you hacking? Okay, acceptable. Yeah. Too much reactor. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm light on reactor. Why am I so light on reactor? I mean, I obviously like looking at the reactor situation, but okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's offline. Fine. I shot this because they were going to break it, and then they would have no evasion for whatever we want to do at this part. Okay, missiles are offline, so I don't even need the drone. Okay, 3 for 3, 45% evasion. That's not really what we wanted to see, but 6 for 6. Oh, I should have already punched down doors. Okay, we now have power. Oh, there's like 4 rooms. I could have just punched in there. Okay, only 2 left. I think they're just dead. Okay. I mean, it's funny. Mostly we just took damage just because, like, that one period didn't get dodges, followed by another one, but it's fine. Crew is dead. It's what we wanted to see. Alright, do I just buy reactor? I guess. Seemed to be the case. Why is Iron Blast better than Small Bomb here? Just because it's faster. That's the only thing I'm thinking of, is just that it's faster. And we're down to one shield. We'll deploy the combat drone. Oh, I'll take that. Jason's flagship discovers heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans his gates, redirect considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. Okay. So we have that. Save versus drone parts. Wait a minute. Am I invasion hacking here just to set everything else up? Okay. Timing was no good. All right. Not there yet. I mean, I guess small bomb. I bought it because I forgot that I had a slug, because I wanted to have line of sight in case this got hacked in phase 1. But then I was like, oh, I have a slug, so it does absolutely nothing. I totally forgot that I had hacked piloting there. So slower, but it would have been more constructive damage. Like the ion, I think makes more sense here than small bomb, but no. I should have just kept small bomb. I don't know, try to punch through the shields faster. Unfortunately, I did not get this done in time for an ad, so I'm gonna be a little bit dramatic and wait. So I'll run it. I'll do repairs while that happens, and then, like I said, we're just on a break. Thanks, everyone. Fix everything up. But, I'll just put the BRB up, because, like I said, as we're playing. Yeah. So the sensors thing was just me not paying attention. I don't know. I have felt like, as much as it was like, oh, like we have the run if we get cloaking, and then like not getting cloaking and just not having, like I said, weapons that just erase the enemy ship. It felt really, really spooky. Like I was just like, well, I'm just gonna get one or the other, and I just didn't get either, is what it ended up being. And like I think there's still like pretty okay here because we have the combat one, we have the quick weapons reloader, so hopefully, and we got the crew kill, so like that's all good. But like when you're like, anytime I just can't force the win, I'm always on edge about it, and it like that's what it feels like here, where I just do not have a way to force myself to win. Like I can't eliminate all the RNG that's going to happen. And it, like we had high evasion, we had 4 shields, and we still got hit. We took a like really spooky amount of damage. That surge could have actually even been worse. I just wanted to make sure that the missiles were offline because that removal, but then I don't know, like I thought the level 3, yeah, the level 3 hack was off, and if I would have landed my shot, so everything was, like I said, that all their evasion was offline, so that was just a player mistake. Because I couldn't ensure that all my shots landed because I screwed up the timing, like finding the ion in those weapons. That being, like I said, off in that regard, meant that my other shots didn't land in my first volley. I feel like hitting the missiles, like getting that offline, does make a lot of sense, but I don't know, like not being able, I could have just like cracked their evasion as well and then just been trying to junk their shields, but I didn't get through quick enough. We still got out basically as fast as we could, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I want just to be running both drones the whole time until hacking gets through. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so we just run the drones the whole time, like I said, till hacking gets through. We'll see how fast that occurs, whether we stick with this or not. No, thanks. Small bomb. Now, once I'm through the Zoltan Shield, I have enough to crack missiles, and then everything's generally much faster, so. Alright, let's go. Alright, you're not certain how it's able to keep fighting the amount of damage it sustained. It looks like it's transferred power to the teleport as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared. This is it. Okay. Some missile fired. Okay, missiles offline. Don't even need the defense drone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get this timing. It's weird. I know this is like a big delay, and then this is delayed after it, but again, for the trainee and the auto reloader, I would think. I guess I just need to be waiting for the shots to be more so along the way. That's fine though. Alright, they have no evasion. Shields will be down. I mean, it was really good we got that triple dodge after the drone went down. Thank you, Monty Dragon, Dern, Rakagak, and Faith for joining the crew. Yeah, I don't know. Runs, like I said, where it takes me a little bit of time to get hacking online. And then, like, not getting cloaking for the run. And not finding a beam weapon other than fire beam. Weird. But we had more than, like, we got through the Zoltan Shield, like, really quickly. And again, we did have, like, the crew killing because fire beam does fire beam things. But I don't know. Can't remember how much the first repair station. So it would have been a little bit like those missiles could have landed more. Like all three of those missiles could have just hit and put things like pretty hardcore sideways. Yeah, like that. I don't know. I didn't feel like a 6K ship there. Like, I mean, again, I didn't, like I said, the money was good pretty much throughout the entire run, but that did not feel like I was gonna win it. Wow, we explored 109 beacons, and yet I missed, like, so many as well. Again, we picked it up with a lot of nebula stuff. But yeah, like I said, you can look at the stats. By me showing you the stats. So that's about dead on average. That was, like I said, that's about plus 60. That's above average. It's a little light. That's fine. Like nothing was 53 ships defeated, the 1908. We had 155 in free stuff, which is about 50 light from where it is. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's just, like, I am aware, more so, like, Stealth A, when people are like, hey, you get flak starting weapons and you're good to go with hacking, and it's, like, for the most part, that's very true, but, like, you don't just kill the flagship. It kind of hangs around, and, like, a little thing can kind of just turn things sideways. And that's kind of what that situation felt with, where I was like, man, I just don't have, like, the super dominant weapons. But if I was getting that level 3 hack to land all the shots back-to-back volleys, like, it would have been pretty quick on destroying the ship. And yeah, I should have used, I don't know, small bomb in phase 2. That would have made more sense. Yeah, I don't know, 53. What are you gonna do? Just weird runs. Like, it's so funny. Like, as much FTL as I've played, and you know, I make little adjustments, right? I'm not doing massive overhauls of, like, my thought processes at this point. What was that? Rock B? And yet, like, the last couple runs, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny how that went that way, and instead of 31, 17 wins in a row. What did we bought? We bought the Charge 2. Well, we get the combat drone as bought when we bought the system. So that's a system. So we bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we bought it back 8. Because I drove down the scrap it was going to take to get all the weapons online, which I think that was a good call. Like, we sped up the volley to some degree, but we reduced the amount of reactor I needed to run the weapons. But yeah, I guess, did we buy all of our weapons? That's not a weapon, that's not a weapon. We swapped out. The Ion Blast is the only weapon we did not buy. Maybe that was it. Oh, well, the Fire Beam. We also used the Fire Beam. Yeah, like I said, just like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, we'll do this thing here, which is chunky screen swapping stuff. Alright, display wise. But yeah, so like this run we didn't get cloaking, period. Hacking was a little bit late. This run we didn't find